Welcome to all the students once again. We have started the unit 4 of corporate accounting 2, that is forensic accounting. And in the previous lecture, we have completed the meaning, definition, features and objectives of forensic accounting. Today we will see the types, nature and key principles of forensic accounting. So let us first start with the types of forensic accounting. The first type is criminal investigation services. It means that forensic accountant involves the criminal investigation. Normally, most people think that auditor is the one who performs fraud investigation or criminal investigation, but actually they are not, and the one who performs criminal investigation is a forensic accountant or sometimes called a forensic investigator. So forensic science is a critical element of the criminal justice system. Forensic accountants examine and analyze evidence from crime scenes and elsewhere to develop objective findings that can assist in the investigation and prosecution of crimes or absolve an innocent person from suspicion. So this is what criminal investigation services means. The next type is dispute resolution services. Dispute resolution is a term that refers to a number of processes that can be used to resolve a conflict, dispute or claim. Basically वो प्रोसेस है जिसके थ्रू कोई भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट या डिस्प्यूट या क्लेम सेटल किया जा सकता है. That is the meaning of dispute resolution services. Dispute resolution processes are alternatives to having a court, state or federal judge or jury decide the dispute in a trial, or other institutions decide the resolution of the case or contract. In some companies, the shareholders have some dispute with each other and the problems are bigger and bigger, lead to hard dispute. In this case, the engagement with forensic accounting may require to figure out some object involved with the resolution, which majority requires accounting skill. So this is what your dispute resolution services here means. The next comes insurance claim review services. Review of claims by insurance companies to determine liability and amount of payment for various services. The review may also include determination of eligibility of the claimant or beneficiary or of the provider of the benefit is covered or not payable under the another policy, or determination that the services was necessary and of reasonable cost and quality. So here forensic accounting does play a very important role related to the insurance claim. मतलब he plays a very important role in terms of insurance claim, that how much claim was basically reviewed by the forensic accountant to be settled to the another party. So this is what the forensic accountant do in this case. So ranking from the low claims, small accident like motor and personal injury, to large claims like fire and aviation comes here. Okay, so sometimes insurance claim and settlement involve reviewing and checking the financial and accounting records, business performance review if it is involved with a business interruption. So they help in deciding how much insurance claim has to be settled to the party by the company. Next comes fraud investigation services. Fraud prevention and investigation and forensic professionals are involved in many civil and criminal cases, utilizing accounting, auditing and investigative skills relevant to the country in question when conducting an investigation. So forensic accountant team look beyond the numbers, deal with business reality of the situation and deliver independent opinions in clear terms. And in this, fraud investigation services include computer forensic investigation in criminal cases, then civil litigation and employment proceedings, assessment of loss of profit and earnings claim, quantification of commercial claim and royalty and licensing audits. So in these cases, fraud investigation services are carried out. Okay. So fraud is a major expenses to the company and it is the virus that hardly to investigate and eliminate. So the fraud investigation here could be performed in many different types of organizations like corporate, public or private organization. Basically, these are the frauds which are conducted by the various people of the organization or by the members of the organization. They are very difficult to find out, and in this case the forensic accountant plays a very important role by carrying out his fraud investigation services. Okay, so these are the types of the forensic accounting. So first one was criminal investigation services, next one was dispute resolution services, then comes your insurance claim review services, and after that the fraud investigation services. Now let us see the next, that is the nature of forensic accounting. In this, first comes your ability to review. See, an ability to review a large volume of documentation ranging from more usual accounting records and management information systems to memos, correspondence and other less obviously financial data, and to extract the key issues quickly. So one should be very quick to review these all management information, which is ranging from the memos to the financial data or financial records. Next comes sense of urgency and commitment. A sense of urgency and commitment which will ensure prompt response when required. However, slow civil litigation may appear to the onlooker or even to the participants in dispute. The forensic accountant should be committed to his work and he should do his work as early as possible. Okay. Now next comes advice. Giving preliminary advice as an initial appraisal of the pleading and evidence available at the start of the proceedings. Okay, time to time providing advice and giving the evidences at the initial stages is also the work of the forensic accountant. Next comes identification of key documents. Identifying the key documents which should be made available as evidence. This is important when forensic accountant is acting for the defense and lawyers are preparing list of documents to tender in court. In that case, identification of key documents is very necessary. Now next comes preparation and review of reports. Preparing a detailed balanced report on quantum of evidence, matter how much evidence has been secured by the forensic accountant. On that, a balanced report should be prepared, written in a language readily understood by a non-accountant and dealing with all issues irrespective of whether or not they are favorable to the client. Okay. So reviewing expert accounting reports submitted by the other party which may impact on the quantum of evidence and advising lawyers on these reports. First is the preparation of the reports. Okay. After that, once and after that, if the reports or some information has been provided by the opposite party, then that also has to be reviewed by the forensic accountant. Okay. So this is what preparation and review of reports here means. Next comes suggestions. Experience and these types of engagement enables the forensic accountant to offer suggestions as to internal controls that owners could implement to reduce the likelihood of fraud. So forensic accountant can give the suggestion to the company or the owners of the company to reduce how they can reduce the cases of fraud in their organization. Next comes criminal investigation. Besides, the forensic accountant will also engage himself in criminal investigation on behalf of police force, where his report is prepared with the objectives of presenting evidence in a professional and concise manner. So basically, criminal investigation, whatever the evidences are collected by the forensic accountant can be used in the court of law. So this was the nature of forensic accounting, or you can say the nature of forensic accountant. That is, first, ability to review, sense of urgency and commitment, advice, identification of key documents, preparation and review of reports, suggestions, and criminal investigation. Okay. Now next comes key principles of forensic accounting. As we know that forensic accounting is a systematic and scientific procedure of inspection and evaluation of the financial working of an organization. So these has to be depend, and these are based on some key principles, and these key principles of forensic accounting include: the first one is integrity, independence and objectivity. So the forensic accountant has to be honest while forensic accounting for the forensic accountant has to be honest while forensic accounting. He cannot be favoring the organization. He must remain objective throughout the process. His integrity must not allow any malpractice. Another important principle is independence. So the forensic accountant cannot have any interest in the organization. He is accounting which allow him to be an independent and important at all times. So he is the forensic accountant, so he should be he should give his advices or evidences independently. He or she should not have any interest in the organization work. So this is what integrity, independence and objectivity here means. The next comes confidentiality. The forensic accountant has access to a lot of sensitive financial information of the organization. So it is important that he respect the confidential nature of such information and documents. He can't share all the financial information or the key financial information to everyone. So in this, he has to maintain the confidential information to himself only. The next comes skill and competence. The forensic accountant must be experienced and trained in the forensic science. That is, some qualification commonly held by the forensic accountant include like certified financial forensic, certified fraud examiner, certified valuation analyst, certified forensic accounting professional. So these are the some qualifications which can be held by the forensic accountant as a professional. And as a profession, he must be up to date on recent changes and announcement and rules made time to time. Next is forensic evidence. The forensic accountant must collect enough evidence to support his final opinion. This collection of such evidence is done by compliance and substantive procedures. Okay, so basically, the most important key principle is the forensic evidence. The evidences which are collected by the forensic accountant, okay, which will be used by him in the court of law. Next one is impartiality. The forensic accounting process should be impartial in its function from the process concerned with the policy making, the delivery and the management of development assistance. So impartiality contributes to the credibility of forensic accounting and the avoidance of bias in findings, analysis and conclusion. He can't be biased, he can't be impartial to any party. Okay, that is what we have seen in the first principle, that is independence. He should be independent, his opinion should be independent, he should not have any interest in the organization work. Next comes variety of task. So forensic accountants are commonly tasked with a great responsibility to testify in court as an expert witness. In those scenarios, their expert opinion and work product are subject to discovery and open to cross-examination. So whatever the evidences are collected by the forensic accountant can be cross-examined in the court of law. So forensic auditors perform an extensive variety of tasks covering a range of categories, which may include like matrimonial disputes, post-acquisition disputes, tax fraud, business valuation, economic damages estimates, bankruptcy, money laundering, e-discovery of computer forensic, securities frauds. So these are the various tasks which are performed by the forensic accountant. Okay, so these were the key principles of the forensic accounting. I hope you have understood all the concepts, that is types, nature and the most importantly, that is the key principles of forensic accounting. Then in the next lecture we will see the further part of the forensic accounting. Till then, thank you.